Playing hard to get.
No.
All right. Well, we're live.
I'm Reba McIntyred.
Iron Palace Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that could easily beat Steven Seagal in a foot race.
At least look better doing it.
Yeah, and a fight.
Yeah.
Yep. So
They're the ones that are always getting hurt.
yeah. It's in that challenge.
Oh, you hear that, Steven Seagal? Fight me.
We're just cutting right to it with that.
Yeah.
We're very anti-Steven Seagal here.
Okay, cool. Well, without further ado, we'll move into our introduction of our new guest this week. So here we go. Freeze! As a police officer, this man protects the streets by day and destroys the weights by night. He's so hardcore that he has to keep his smelling salts in an urn. A former Marine that all men fear with a mustache all men dream of. Introducing Brian, the total package, Branham.
It's a pretty sweet stash.
I know.
Was the stumble planned because you still nailed?
Can we just stop there? I mean,
That's it. We're done.
I'm going to screw everything up after that introduction.
The intros are Caleb's his best quality.
Yeah, I found my calling in life, and it is to introduce other people.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not myself, just other people.
Yeah, you know.
Oh. We're fine.
Not so user-friendly, huh?
It's fine.
Mine's still working.
Yeah,
great.
we know, Holland. We know.
Hey, this old one's doing good
Yeah.
for me
Yeah.
too. You know.
Yeah, I think it's just I changed mine and David's, and we're both messed up. All right, so for today's icebreaker I got this off I forget where I read it at, and I kind of want to change it.
Cosmo. That's good podcasting, Holly.
I thought I got it out of Better Home Gardens.
If strength were measured in coffee cups, how many cups do you think you could bench press?
We talking regulation coffee mugs or like Stanley coffee mugs?
Yeah.
I don't know. My answer was I think Dave would be decaf, but
Styrofoam coffee cups. I lift a million of them things.
yeah.
Are they full of coffee or is it just the cup?
I don't know. See, I don't know.
What in the Little Red Straws way?
See, here's what I thought. Here's what I thought I was going to change it to after I read it before we started, and I didn't like it again after I read it, was if you could rate your strength in scoops of pre-workout, how many scoops would you be?
Which pre-workout? We talking like original Jack 3D or like Pump Fuel?
No, nobody's as strong as Jack 3D. Superman might be.
Not without Jack 3D.
Yeah.
Then, Jack 3D maybe a quarter.
Yeah, I would say me too.
Quarter dry scoop.
Yeah. But let's just go with the basis of C4. Old school C4 is, I feel like, a pretty nominal. I feel like I'm 3 scoops.
2.5.
Tub.
Way to be humble, dog.
Yeah. That's actually his nickname, Holland the Humble. Yeah. We talk about it often.
This is one of those ironic nicknames, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going by pre-workout, I would be a small cup of apple juice.
I'm one of those little cartons of skim milk that
Yeah.
you get from the cafeteria.
Yeah, the chocolate with the comic on the back that's not funny. It's just telling you to drink more milk. Like,
Yeah.
I've already got milk. You've got me. Like, I'm a captive audience. I've got no choice here but milk.
Yeah.
Quit advertising milk to me.
I mean,
That really upset me.
It's redundant.
Yeah.
You're the gym version of preaching to the choir.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep, precisely. Appreciate your choir. You keep it up, buddy.
Whoa.
You keep saying these, and they don't make any more sense.
One of these days I'll get one. Nobody bats 1,000.
So far, you're batting 0 for what, 2 or 3 now?
Today, yeah. Well, this afternoon.
Today, it's been 20 minutes.
Whenever I see him at work, at lunch or something, and I go to sit at the table, I listen, and whatever the person said last, I do the I'll blank, you're blank to whatever they're saying, and just hope. Maybe I'll stick one today. You know?
Yeah, maybe this one lands.
Yeah. It
What'd you
doesn't
say?
always, but that's showbiz, baby.
Dude, you actually cracked me up the other day.
Yeah, I had a good one. I can't remember it for nothing.
Well, me and a guy, he was telling me, he was saying that like his daughter's hamster died, and she's having it cremated, and he was trying to, he was trying to be serious. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
They're cremating a hamster?
yes.
Putting in a Glade candle and putting the lid on for a second.
Yeah, I think it's in the same size urn that you keep your smelling salts in.
Probably.
But he said
match.
he was trying to be so serious, telling me, he said my daughter really cared about it, and so we're doing it for her and everything. And about that moment, he was trying to be serious. Dave walks up. How serious your cheeks?
Was the hamster's name's Cheeks?
No, I forgot its name. He told me, but I already forgot.
Should have been named Cheeks. That's a killer hamster name.
Yeah, it is.
It is now. I'm gonna go buy a hamster
Yeah,
just to name it
podcast
Cheeks.
hamster, name it Cheeks.
Yeah.
Dave, you keep it.
Then cremate it.
Yeah.
What?
What happened?
Where's he keeping the hamster?
What I want to know.
Could you get away with Michael Vick and a bunch
You
of
don't want
hamsters?
to know.
Could you get away with Michael Vick and a bunch of hamsters? I feel like you could get away with it with hamsters.
Michael Vicking.
Yeah, like
Probably-
let's
oh,
go
yeah.
on Twitch and
Is
start
that,
fighting
is
hamsters.
that a new verb you just came up
You
with?
could, I think.
I think like it's been a verb for years.
Yeah, no, Michael Vicking's been a bird for years.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm just.
catch up, dog.
I guess I need to.
You need to spend more time on the internet.
At least more time on Reddit.
Yeah,
Definitely not on Reddit. It's like saying you need to spend more time on 4chan. You definitely don't need to do that.
browse a lot of r/animals you can legally fight.
So if we ever do that bit on podcast, you have one.
Hey, you're a cop. Can you fight hamsters? Do you know? Can you look into that for us?
Pretty sure it still falls under animal cruelty.
Really?
Unfortunately. But do hamsters really count?
It's just another way the white man holds me down. Laws like that. God forbid men have hobbies,
hamster fighting.
Backyard underground hamster fighting ring. So if you ever need to find one of those, just might want to start with David's house.
Put them in Beyblade
Backyard
arenas.
or backdoor hamster?
Let it rip. Nibbles were the early lead.
I'm not going to your house anymore.
I have questions though about the cremation of the hamster. Did they actually take it
Yes.
to a?
Yes.
Did they say a few words?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I mean, you knew the other details.
What I-
Look, we're
what I
talking to you
wanna-
about it, and we ask another question. You get defense. That was question
No,
2.
because so he asked a question I asked. You ask a random question no one asks.
I ask.
What?
I literally just ask.
Yeah, ask again.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now we're talking in
That's-
Walmart.
And now we're getting canceled. What do you have?
I mean, I just didn't know that a place like a. I mean, I didn't think they would take animals in.
Animals? What do you mean?
They cremate dogs all the time.
Yeah,
Do they really?
Yeah.
yeah. Vets do that. Well, they don't cremate it there, but I guess they outsource.
So
They contract
They
it.
actually go to a crematorium and
Yeah.
have.
You can even pay extra to have it cleaned out first, so you know that's your animal's ashes.
That's just your dog.
Yeah.
That's the way you would have wanted
Well.
it. Squeaks loved high temperatures.
Yeah. Oh, I just learned something,
I just
which
thought that
is
was.
unusual for this podcast.
Usually I'm the one who's learning something, but it's also not a useful bit of information.
I'd like to have a hamster taxidermied and mounted like an elephant or something on the wall, just the head of a growling hamster above a fireplace.
Were you about to say
I know a guy.
How good's his vision? It's real small.
You know a guy
call
that
him.
you know a guy that's a taxidermist or that has a taxidermy hamster.
That's a taxidermist.
Either way, I mean, it sounds like a guy I need to know.
It'll work. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised you don't already know him, Dave.
Either way, he needs to be on the podcast.
Next guest.
We just listen to stuff. Can you taxidermy this? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What about one of these?
just a whole hour of,
Could you put it in this pose?
oh, yeah, I got one for you. Yeah. An alligator.
If I brought you a giraffe, do you think it would look weird if we took a couple feet out of the neck so it fit in my living room? Or
How many podcasts in a row have you brought up giraffes?
every one of them.
I really feel like it's been since trivia.
Giraffes, fentanyl, and Alex Jones, I think, have come up on every podcast episode.
Fentanyl's been a while, but Alex Jones, yes.
You know this guy didn't know who Alex Jones
I
was?
still don't know who Alex Jones
Yes.
is.
And I had the same reaction, and he thinks I'm crazy for thinking he's crazy.
That's not why I think you're crazy, but it's true.
I mean, you are wearing a green bandana, so you might be a little crazy.
He calls it an ascot.
Yeah.
Said he's
First
trying to
three
be
letters are
Fred.
capitalized.
He's trying to be Fred from Scooby Doo, but he's more like Freddie Mercury right now.
You told me the police were coming. I tried to prepare myself. You didn't tell me he was handsome, though, so I've been trying to make eyes at him. So I, like, get a full effect, just like...
When he said the police, I thought he meant the band.
Yeah. I was waiting on Sting, and, you know, he's got some questionable lyrics. I was going to hide my face, too, because I look young, you know. Don't stand so close to me. Those are problematic lyrics.
Yes.
Wouldn't have that kind of stuff on the radio if Trump was still president.
So anyways, Brian, you got any dogs?
D-A-W-G-Z.
That's my go-to question to get David to stop talking.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know how we went from cremating a hamster to wherever in the heck we were at.
Oh, we can.
I was about to say,
further.
you're on the wrong podcast to question how we got anywhere.
No, you're good.
My brain is a dog chasing squirrels 110%. I couldn't tell you where I left or where I'm going. I just know what I'm chasing.
So anyways.
But to answer your question, yeah, I got 2 dogs.
What kind of dogs?
One's a St. Bernard lab mix. The other one's a lab pit mix.
This is prime content here.
Yeah.
This is what the people come for.
This is fantastic.
You ever thought about getting hamsters?
St. Bernard Lab. I bet, is that dog huge?
He's 4 months old and weighs 64 pounds.
My first thought was that it probably slobbers a lot. St. Bernards are pretty slobbery dogs, and labs are pretty excited.
But he's lazy as crap, though.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That's perfect.
So it's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Anyways, why do you keep your smelling salts in urns? Or does it just come in
so
an
that's
urn?
legit.
No, it is. It's legit. No, it came in an urn.
That would have been a way cooler story if you just put them in.
But I bought it from Jason Voorhees.
Oh, okay.
So, like, the guy that plays Jason and all the freaking
Yeah.
the newer ones
Yep.
was working part-time at a supplement shop down in Nashville. And I was doing a powerlifting meet down there and ran in real quick. And I was like, I ain't got my salts. And he's like, dude, these are freaking fantastic. And I grabbed them and I thought I was going to die. So, it's good stuff.
He has some like that, but they're not in an urn.
No, they need to be.
You need to put them in an urn.
He's going to go pour out Uncle Ted when he gets home. And
You need to put them in an urn.
He's going to pour out
urns.
cheeks.
Sorry, cheeks.
Cheeksy.
Need to put them in an urn. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Actually, I did use them the other day because they were the ones that you just lost at the gym.
Yeah.
That Jake found, and I about died.
I start watering before you even smell
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought
and
I got to the gym late. I was
Those
like,
are old, too. They're like,
oh, they look old.
I mean, they've lost a lot of their.
There's no way they've lost anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What kind are they?
I don't know.
You remember?
Well, if you look at your phone, you've got a text with a picture of them.
They're actually Holland's elbow shavings. He's got a pet egg. He just makes them real good.
Yep. But I got to the gym late, and I didn't have pre-workout or anything because I was like, if I take pre-workout now, I will never sleep. And so they were there. I was like, oh, perfect. And then I almost died.
You still didn't sleep, did you?
I mean, not as good as I should have.
Oh, they're the Norse. It's Norse brand. Trying to think of the. I think it's.
This is good podcasting right here.
Yeah.
Take your time. Think of it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't let him pressure you.
This is the opposite of the other day when you were telling me not to give him time to think about the question.
Well, that's when we weren't. Well, that's when we were competing. Now we're not. Now I'm Team Holland.
Yeah, I think it's the Norse's brand. I think it's the Full Stroker is.
Watch your mouth. Oh my God.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Sheesh. We need a duck on that one.
Get him, Linda.
Linda, he's a potty mouth. You raised a heathen.
The smelling sauce that Juju Mufu sells.
What? Who?
Yeah,
You don't know Juju
Juju
Mufu?
Mufu.
No.
He's dope. He was on America's Got Talent.
This is shocking.
But like
That Dave knows a fitness influencer and you don't.
yeah. Why? First of all,
No.
he's serious. Like he was a power lifter. And now he does bodybuilding. But
He's
he's
done
like
it
super
all.
flexible,
Yeah.
and he will like
that guy.
weight over his
Yeah.
head,
Okay,
split
yeah.
on the chairs. Yeah, it's Juju Mufu.
yeah.
Okay, good. It was a close call.
And
I just didn't know his name. I just know he can do the splits while
John.
he's
Yeah.
John Calls his
Overhead
actual
pressing,
name,
like,
right?
yeah.
Isn't it?
the world.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's on something.
I think he was like an acrobat and then power lifter, then bodybuilder, and now
Heavy
he's just
liver.
like I don't know.
He's
In person, he is more jacked than he looks in pictures. It is insane.
That's
Because everybody I saw at the Arnold that year looked smaller, okay, with the exception of Halfthor Bjornsson. Everybody looks kind of smaller than you think they do, except him. Like he just looks more jacked. Wow, that made it better.
I'm just bummed out because the whole time I was like, I'm gonna switch the camera back, take my headphones off, fix the bandana, and then I get done. I look up, and I was like, oh no, the camera's on me in Holland.
I knew it. I knew it the whole. I was over here laughing because I knew that. I thought it was great.
But he has a brand of smelling salts, and they're just called like
How's that how you spell that?
AHHH exclamation point exclamation point exclamation point.
In Spanish, it's
And that's
How you spell that?
and they are potent.
actually spelled the H.
I think the ones I got, they're like Battle Zone, like a Raging Bear. It's got like a zombie bear on the friggin' urn.
That's dope.
It's wild.
All right, well, I'm ordering those.
That's what I'm doing right now.
This is what Holland does. Anytime someone brings something up, he will order it. He ordered a hat while we were on podcast once. Have you got that hat, by the way?
No.
I got mine.
Have you guys seen the trend where women are saying it's safer to be stuck in the woods with a bear than a man?
Yes.
It's like the hot thing on the internet right now because they're like, look, a bear, you punch it in the nose, it'll leave you alone. It's not going to do stuff to you after you're dead, and like you could trust it. And like bears have rules. Like if you respect the bear's boundaries, it's going to respect you. Like these women have no idea how bears work.
Well, let's refer to our bear expert, Holland.
Yeah. They'll eat you.
Yeah. It's a big.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. They will eat you.
It's a big trend amongst the feminists right now. Like it's all over the place. Them all like seriously trying to explain why they think a bear's safer than a man. While they're in their
I got nothing.
What's an argument? Like what?
Civilized country and all that stuff that was, created for them by men. But whatever.
There it is.
I don't know. Well, while Holland's doing that, Dave, you got an ad?
I can.
Well,
Like now?
Feel free to do so.
My bad.
You just asked if
Yeah,
you
you're
had it.
sending mixed signals. Like, anyways,
Hey, Dave, you want to do an ad?
right now,
No, I don't care anymore.
we got anything around here for focus?
We'll find out whenever it's Holland's ad.
August. What dates are meat? What days are meat on?
What date is our?
Are y'all
Strength
serious?
Expo.
17th.
You put me on the spot. I was going to say 17th. That would be wrong. August 17th in Somerset, Kentucky. Come see the Iron Palace boys and Clint Poor and some weights being lifted and moved around and a big inflatable screen and Holland. Come for Holland.
That's right.
August 17th, Siege of the Iron Palace. And what are they calling his? Is it the Kentucky Push Pull? No, it's what's he calling his?
Kentucky Open, I think.
Yeah. Kentucky Open at the Kentucky Strength Expo?
I believe.
Fitness Expo?
Something like that.
Anyway, Double Meat live podcast.
We are.
Double
Nailing
MEET.
We are nailing it.
Yeah.
Not safe.
Sorry, Clint.
Yeah.
Like, because Clint has probably already put in like hundreds of hours.
You don't
worth
even
of
know.
prep time
Yeah.
into this.
Like, even just like what he's shown me, he's got a lot more time in it than I would have by now.
Yeah.
So, but that's just what I know of. So I know he's got like twice what I know of.
Yeah, and he's got more time in it now than I would by the end of it.
He's got more time in this already than we had in our entire Iron Palace's Strongest Man.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
You know the old like fail to prepare to fail. I'm the opposite. If I prepare, I'm going to fail. I better just seat of the pants. Just
Yeah,
let it ride
that's
loosey
actually
goosey.
why I took most of the material that David had to plan for away from David. So, which speaking of which, we do have a tidbit of stuff. If you haven't actually, no, because last week's recording hadn't came out yet. So we do have a fun bit we're doing today that I will let Holland and David start off with. We're doing Shakespeare, but with a Southern accent.
There was another TikTok trend some guy was talking about. Apparently, the Southern accent sped up is like closer to how they spoke in Shakespeare's time than the way that English people speak now. So one guy was like, all of Shakespeare sounds a lot cooler when people from the South do it. So he told us we had to do one.
Yeah, because the guy that did it on TikTok was an Asian guy, and I was like, bro,
Whoa,
this is a trend
I don't
for
see colors.
us.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
hey.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
You said Asian
Really?
with a hard R, dog. No,
Really?
not in here.
So the guy that said the white man and the other guy that said ask you a question.
You can't be racist against white people.
What's wrong with asking a question?
Just you guys do your thing,
I was
please.
curious.
We
We've
all
been
just-
trying.
please just do your thing. Just do
Holland,
the thing, please.
Start and then make it larger because I can't see, and then pass it to me when it's my turns. And help me sound it out if I slow down.
This is going to be hard passing this back and forth.
Well, we sacrifice for our art.
So this is from Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of only like 3 that had 2 people in it. Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah.
If you never mind. Well, just go ahead.
Caleb said we had to do a duologue.
That is not what happened.
Yeah. Then he hits us last night with, I got my monologue ready. So we could have done monologues.
You know what?
Shakespeare is literally full of monologues.
If I can remember, I will insert the part from last week where I said we should do it, and y'all said we'll do ours together.
You said y'all need to do it.
Okay, whenever I said y'all need to do it, that doesn't mean y'all together. Y'all, it's not my fault. Y'all assume together.
If y'all are doing it together, you got to hold hands.
Really funny. Next week, do Shakespeare with a Southern accent.
What if we do a scene, Holland? What if we do the same one?
All right, bet.
Yeah.
But I like how Holland's the first one.
What? I'm secure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm aroused.
Shakespeare's always about love. So
That's true. That is true.
Not this one. Not this.
Hands are sweaty, Holland.
Yeah. Man.
It's because he's holding your hand.
All right, take it away, boys.
That you have wronged me doth appear in this. You have condemned and noted Lucius Pella for taking bribes here of the Sardians, wherein my letters praying on his side because I knew the man was slighted off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
In such time as this, is it not meet that every nice offense should bear his comment?
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm, to sell and mark your offices for gold to undeservers.
An itching palm? An itching palm? You know that you are Brutus that speaks this, or by the gods this speech your else was laughed.
The name of Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement? Oh, that was my only line. Yeah.
Oh, this is a big one. Remember March, the Ides of March. Remember, did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What villain touched his body that did stab and not for justice? What shall one of us that struck the foremost man of all this world but for supporting robbers, shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes and sell the mighty space of our large honors for so much trash as may be grasped thus? I had rather be a dog and bathe the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bait me not, for I shall not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier. I, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
I feel like that's Shakespearean for I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly on this one.
Gotta let me fly.
Go to, you are not Cassius.
I am.
Say you are not.
Urge me no more, I shall forget myself. Have mind upon your health, tempt me no further.
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way and room to your rash colon? Like color? Shall I be frightened when a madman stares? How much longer is it?
Well, you were wanting to stop at a way slap, man. But
Okay,
you
we're there,
skipped
right?
it.
Did I pass? Where? Okay, we're done.
It was after tempt me no
Oh,
further.
yeah. Away slap, man.
Honestly, I
Tony's
thought
all around.
the first part after David said something, I thought that was going to be it. That
That would
was
have been awesome.
just, not bad, guys.
This would've-
Although I think we found Holland's niche here.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was.
He is a thespian.
Thank you.
What'd you call him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Never mind. Keep my jokes
Hey,
to myself.
Thespian
This is-
seagal.
This is a safe,
Yeah,
safe
this is a safe
space.
spot. We're not judging you here.
This is
Caleb.
not.
You got something?
Never
to
mind.
tell us?
This is not that purple gym.
Say it.
You talking
coward.
about the one with Tootsie Rolls and pizza?
That one.
Okay. Just making sure I was on the same page.
Yep. But good job, guys.
Your turn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh wait.
Yes. Finally came in handy.
Been
Beautiful.
sitting on that for nearly a year.
I've used that a lot. What are you talking about?
I want to hear.
Was I here?
No, you were absent that day.
Yeah, you were. There's a dog barking somewhere.
My dogs are barking. Am I right? It's been a long day at the mill.
Alrighty. So before I do mine, we'll jump into the story for today, which I know there's a button on here. I just don't remember where it is. Is it this one?
I got you.
Not that
Let
one.
me forget. I got you a koozie before you leave. Don't let me
Oh.
forget.
Thanks.
It's one of the like party favor things from our wedding. We forgot to take them to the wedding though, so we got a box full of them in the closet. So for our 4th or 5th anniversary, whatever this
in the
is.
closet?
Nice.
Yes.
I've been in there, but like I've just poked around, seen who I was there. You know.
Wrong words, dog.
Was it?
No, that was on purpose.
All right. Well, anyways,
Those
so
are intentional.
to move
So were the
on.
pokes.
Let's move on. It's the wrong sound, but this is the Iron Parables.
It's falling off the wheel.
This is going at it like off the rails so fast right now.
Just mic stand.
Yeah, that's it. So here's your picture for today, boys.
For those just listening, it's Holland and a pair of Daisy Dukes.
This dude's pretty neat. So I know you're not going to guess him unless you just so happen to know
Doug.
a man known as the Mighty Atom from 1893. Anybody know
I'm
him?
gonna go out on a limb and say his name's Adam.
Nope.
He's the atom is ATOM.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Did he have Parkinson's?
no idea.
I just figured because he looked like a little guy.
Hey.
He is a little guy.
Easy with the little guys now.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Oh, he's very easy with the little guys. That's why we like him.
Whoa.
I am tall for a girl, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, but you're Jack compared to this dude too.
It's also true.
You know.
That's fair.
So the Mighty Atom's
The
real
nicest thing
name,
anybody's ever said to me. Thanks.
You're welcome.
the Mighty Atom's real name is actually Joseph Greenstein or Greenstein.
Yeah.
I actually meant to look up how he got the name Mighty Atom, but I did not get there. So one of the most famous famous vaudeville act involving strength was performed by the Mighty Atom, also known as Joseph Greenstein. Born in 1893, Greenstein was a legendary strongman whose incredible feats of strength astonished audiences around the world.
Whoa.
I'm figuring these buttons out, boys.
Yeah.
Standing at just 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighing around 140 pounds, he defied expectations with his seemingly superhuman abilities and his featured jaw-dropping displays of strength, such as bending steel bars with his teeth, driving nails with his bare hands, and breaking chains wrapped around his chest.
Change just immediately reminds me of Beef Bone Mania.
Yeah. Every time. Beef Bone Mania.
Have you seen Beef Bone Mania? So what?
We should do one about him.
We should. That's actually a good idea.
We should have him on the podcast.
That's a better idea.
I
So-
you'd do it.
I think you would.
Oh, he's not got a lot going on.
Where's he at? I feel like he's close by.
I think
in
he's
your
in
heart,
Kentucky.
Oh, we got to find him. We frequent Kentucky.
We'll have
So-
to go places where we're smarter than the average
If you look
population.
him up on like Facebook or whatever, you can message his ministry. Yeah.
Did you already look him up?
I did.
It just got really detailed.
This guy's got to come back. We're on the same wavelength. I like it. I like it. Knows Alex Jones. Follows creepy people on TikTok. Like, that's my brand.
That
Usually, I'm the only one in the room that knows these guys.
that
Unless
is
I've
true.
sent it to him first.
This actually is David's brand.
Sweet Paw. Anyways, as you were.
As
Did
I
he have
was.
a cool catchphrase like Sweet Paw?
I don't
he
believe
did.
so, but he did some pretty cool stuff.
His was me, 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 me.
No. So what made his acts truly remarkable was not just his physical strength, but also his mastery of mind over matter. He claimed to possess the ability to control his body functions through sheer willpower, demonstrating feats like slowing his heartbeat and increasing his body temperature.
I can do both of those.
Like a Tibetan monk.
That immediately reminded me of Dwight from The Office, where he's like, "Can you find a vein? How about now?"
His alter egos were Cyclops.
So, in 1914, the Houston Daily Post reported that a friend of Greenstein, which this doesn't sound like a good friend to me, accidentally shot him in the middle of the forehead. Yeah. And
Exactly the middle.
Yeah, I think sounds like
Yeah.
a great friend because if
I
you're
read
around
that-
somebody that accidentally can do that, you're having a good time.
I read this on multiple websites, and it is literally the story is exactly the same across all of them.
So
My bad.
I'm thinking maybe he's trying to do a bullet catch trick.
There's no story on why
And he's
or like what was going on that he accidentally got shot in the forehead. It's just
It sounds to me like friend was a good shot. There wasn't no accident there.
that's what I'm saying.
But I'm no detective. All
It
right?
sounds to me like it sounds to me like his friend like shot him and goes, He didn't die. It was like, oh, that's an accident, bro. It just,
My bad, dog.
I tried holding a beer bottle on top of their head going, ow!
he's like, man, I tried to stop the gun from shooting you, but it just did it. Like, anyway, so
Wait, he didn't
Bottle
die?
fell, didn't
no,
it?
I literally. So this is like the third paragraph, homie. We've not even made it to the story yet.
Okay, all right, I'll shut up.
So he's like, I would love to say that's it. That's the end of his acts. But no.
Start playing Vince Gill's Go Rest High and end it there.
The report states the bullet did not enter his skull and flattened out against his forehead. This experience sparked his interest in the mental powers associated with strength, and he gradually developed an array of strongman feats. This, for some reason, whenever I first read that, I didn't see it going the way it went, and I thought, this is David.
That's such a me thing to
This
go.
is so David.
My skull didn't stop that. It was my mind.
I read this first little bit where he's talking about being able to control his body temperature and stuff, and then he got shot in the forehead and thinks,
See, it works.
I don't care where I get
That's
shot.
the definition of brain damage.
yes. And I thought, the first thing I thought is,
Retard
David.
strength unlocked.
If I get shot anywhere and survive it, I'm a superhero. I don't care if I lose a toe. I'll be like,
Everybody started calling him the Man of Steel or Superman, and people that write stories about him currently refer to him as Superman.
Dad?
Yeah, which only gets further backed up as we move along. So these feats would include the mighty Adam could hold an airplane from taking off with a rope tied to his hair, and then another scary feat includes supporting a weight of 14 men while lying on a bed filled with nails. David does that just without the nails.
I've supported 14 men many a time.
Kept an airplane from taking off with just his hair.
Yeah. So he doesn't, in none of the pictures he had like super long hair, so I think he had something tied to his hair and then tied to the airplane.
But aren't these the same airplanes you had to spin the propeller before you could take off in them?
I'm assuming so.
Probably a lot of balsa wood.
His hair getting hung.
It was one of those.
It was specifically the Wright
with
Flyer.
the rubber band Cracker Barrel airplanes. One of those. I've had one of those caught in my hair. Those hurts. It's still impressive.
But yeah, the more I read this, this literally just makes me think if David were a strong man, it's this guy.
What do you mean if?
If David were an old vaudeville strong
There
man,
we
it's
go.
this guy. So
I'm leaving.
we both know you're not. So he could change a tire using his bare hands, which that part just sounds like Holland. He could bite through a 25-cent coin, break 3 chains tied to his chest, and bend a steel bar with his powerful hair. I never seen anything about that part.
How?
Samson?
I'd just like to see how that worked.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything on that one. So the other ones I could find pictures or some form, not that one.
The way I immediately thought was tie it in your hair to where it's hanging, and then use that to bend it like it's hanging in your hair. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
So you're like bracing against your hair.
David, are you going to try that?
Sure, let's go.
that was one of his
I could
things.
probably bend half-inch conduit in my hair.
Yeah.
That was like one of his things. He just tied things to his hair and did things. So
As one does.
yes. But one of his most popular feats was driving a 20-penny nail through a thick wooden board, and scrolling steel rods into various shapes was also praised by his audience. Now, it's also noted in several places that no one ever actually said, no, I don't believe it. Like, all these things, everyone watched in person at Coney Island and said, this is legit. Everybody else I've watched, everybody's got their rebuttals saying, no, like, he loaded the cannon half full, or the weights weren't what they weighed. But no one ever said anything about this guy. They were just like, nope. He actually bit a chain. Oh, and he also would bite through chain.
Well, I mean, if you couldn't stop him by shooting him in the head, I wouldn't talk much about him either.
Oh, and we're getting to the best part too.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, did people randomly shoot him to see? Like, hey, he's
That's that guy that
bulletproof.
punched too deep. I just got guys coming going, how are you?
yes and no. Yes and no.
Oh.
So
He was in Dallas in 1960, what was it, 4?
So he was also at this time, ever since he got shot in the forehead, apparently, it became a real big thing for people to just try to jump him. Like, people would just attack him in the streets. One story I didn't write down was a guy held him at gunpoint, to which he took the gun, beat the guy up, and then kept the gun at home as a trophy. just kept it with other trophies. It even said with other trophies he kept from
That's pretty cool.
similar things.
Took from people.
This 5 foot, 440-pound dude. But here's
With a
the
bullet hole in his forehead.
yeah.
Yeah.
But here is my favorite story about said events. Is this one actually comes from badassoftheweek.com. Is an example of this kind of thing came in 1939 when the mighty Adam was walking past the headquarters of the American Nazi Party and took offense at the "No Jews Allowed" sign they'd hung out front. Adam, with his trademarked balls of iron, walked right up to the front door, pulled down the sign, and ripped it in half with his bare hands. An angry mob of roughly 20 hardcore skinhead Nazi sympathizers charged out to beat this guy's ass into a bloody pulp. The mighty Adam was not impressed. When Joe Greenstein was brought to court to defend himself against charges of aggravated assault, grievous bodily harm, and mass mayhem, in parentheses, awesome, a few weeks later, the judge was surprised to see one small man sitting in the defendant's chair and 18 bandaged, bloodied, and beat-up skinheads on the plaintiff's side. When the judge asked why there were plaintiffs listed on the complaint that weren't in court, the skinhead said that a few of their people were still in the hospital.
His defense should have just been, Your Honor, they were about it in the sheets, but not in the streets. Yeah. That's my case.
That's the new version of that's the modern version of what he said. It said the judge looked at Greenstein and asked him about the fight. Greenstein said, "It wasn't a fight, Your Honor. It was a pleasure." The judge blinked. The judge blinked twice. Judge blinked twice and said, "F this," and dismissed the case. So he then.
I'm just picturing different ways. He said it was a pleasure, and it's getting weirder and weirder in my head. It wasn't a fight. It was a pleasure.
In no way does that not sound awesome. Like, that's a line I would think of a week after.
Yeah. They'd be like, "Oh, I should have said that."
Yeah. Dang it. But instead I said, "Okay." Thanks for having me. So he continued to do his strongman shows well into his 80s and then eventually died of cancer. That's it. That's the mighty Adam in a nutshell. I mean, there's plenty of other small things he did, but
so I got a question. As a cop, so you get a call to a fight or whatever, and there's 20 beat up dudes, and then there's just one little guy standing there. Like, what? I mean, how do you process that scene?
It's a great question.
You issue 20 citations that just say "sack up."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like
thinking about it, trying to process that, because you have to talk to him, get everybody's side of the story.
I mean, he's 5'4", 140 pounds.
But then you look at the little guy, and all of them are saying he beat me up. And I'm like, no,
they're not. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
And if you got a team of 20, how much can you trust their story to begin with? Because you got 20 on the same side and one guy.
It seems to be pretty obvious. Like, you got guys that are in the hospital, bloodied, and then dude that looks fine is able to walk into the courtroom.
Right, but I'm talking about as far as like who started it and stuff. Like, how do you listen to 20 guys versus the 1, 2? It's like, what? You come over here, you say he started it, and he whooped all of you.
Yeah, he started it, and he finished it, and there's 20 of you guys.
Yeah, like
I would have to believe that he won because I don't see not 20 Nazis lying, saying one short man whooped me in front of all my friends.
I don't see that either.
I mean,
they're admitting to being whooped.
Yeah, to admit to that. Yeah.
Yeah, to say he beat me in front of all my friends. Like, nobody's going to say that. And then take it to court, so now it's on a court document telling everybody.
I'd be like, he had a bunch of friends with him, but they all left.
Yeah, I would have lied.
You see the
17 of them jumped on one of us.
Yeah.
He had a gun. He said he was going to touch me. But yeah, I thought I got into this story thinking I'm going to find some weird, like, he could make his hair grow kind of thing. But no,
he could meditate and you could watch his hair grow.
Yeah, I was expecting some really weird things with this guy, especially because I just searched vaudeville strongman acts, and this is like one of the first guys that came up. I was like, sick, because vaudeville acts are known for being just over the top, eccentric, and doctored up to look more real than they were.
Yeah.
But no one complained about this guy. People are there front and center watching him at Coney Island, like, yeah, that's it. He actually bit there's a lot of pictures of him biting chains.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid to get their hind end whooped if they say anything.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, especially the story gets out, he beat up 20 Nazis. Yeah, no one's going to question him.
No. That's why you never underestimate the little guy.
That he is the walking embodiment of that.
Money Mouse.
Do you watch any kind of motorsports at all? You like Formula One or anything?
NASCAR.
Okay, well, in F1, their pit stops are like crazy, like 5 seconds, something stupid. Well, I think it was last year, Ferrari like set the world record for the fastest pit stop, and somebody was like, I figured out how. The jack man, there's a picture of him holding the jack under the car, and right here, he's got the little fork truck from Cars. Pit stop on the inside of his arm. It's cool as crap, dude.
That's freaking awesome.
It's about the same spot where your Mighty Mouse. So you just see what he's jacking. Pit stop. Pretty dope. Anyways, Caleb, back to podcasting.
Oh, you're doing great. That was quality podcast right there.
I'm gonna come across this freaking microphone.
Whoa.
You can barely figure out how to work that microphone. I definitely know you're not going to come across it.
Phrasing?
Yeah, that's what I was agreeing to the first time. He doubled down.
Yeah, he did.
This microphone's gonna be disgusting.
I'm actually trying to find a monologue for Brian to read.
Oh wait,
What?
You're going to throw one on him unprepared? Like
I'm down.
I'm about to say, you think I'm not?
Have you heard how I talk?
prepared.
He has a point. I didn't think about that, but he has a point.
When you started talking about Shakespeare and Southern accent, I was like, this is a trap. I have been set up.
This has been
had.
I've been shysted.
Oh, here we go. This should be funny. This is from Constance. Here you go.
Is
So,
there
is that-
big words in it?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Is that when you can't
graduated
go
from
boom
Heritage.
boom?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is
I-
Constance when you can't go boom boom? Is that what that is?
yeah.
yes. Shh. We were quiet for your turn.
I'm quiet now.
Thou art not holy to belie me so. I am not mad. This hair I tear is mine. My name is Constance. I was Jeffrey's wife. Young Arthur is my son, and he is lost. I'm not mad. I would to heaven I were. For then, 'tis like I should forget myself. Oh, if I could, what grief should I forget? Preach some philosophy to make me mad, and thou shalt be canonized. Cardinal, for being not mad, but sensible of grief. My reasonable part produces reason. How may be delivered of these woes, and teach me to kill or hang myself. If I were mad, I should forget my son, or madly think a babe of clouds were he. I am not mad. Too well I feel the different plague of each calamity.
Beautiful.
Chill.
Chills.
Also, babe of
Literal
clouts
chills.
is what Holland calls himself on Tinder. He's the babe of clouts.
Does that work for you pretty good, or
It's worked so far.
solid.
Yeah.
nice?
He does okay.
I do all right.
It's the beard.
Yeah.
Among other things.
I knew you were going to say it. I almost said it, but I knew
Falling apart.
I knew Dave was going to take it. There you go. That a girl. I knew
Righty
you figured it out.
We'll get there. We'll
Nailed
work
it.
through it.
Perfect.
I want to hear Caleb's.
Me too.
See, yeah, I feel like I'm the only one that like overly eccentric is going to overly do the accent because I thought it was funnier. Probably because I don't feel like I have a thick accent, but I don't know.
I mean,
Same.
you
I asked a friend that in the Air Force one time. I said, Tyler, I got an accent. And he goes, all he said back was, accent. Fair enough.
That's what I heard.
Dexter, my buddy from Michigan, he
Yep.
was traveling through town yesterday, and they called me. It was a girlfriend I've never met, and they called me to see how close we were, or how close they were to dinner, and all that crap. And she started mocking the way I talked. I was like, she started putting on a movie. Started next, I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "That's the way you talk." I was like, "It is not at all. That's not how I talk.
Nope.
At all. You have an accent. I don't."
Yeah. Whenever I first got to Washington, it was my first instructor there to show me. Like we got in class, and he looked down to see I was from Tennessee, and he goes, "What do you get at a grocery store?" I said, "Groceries?" He goes, No. What do you put your groceries in?" I said, "A buggy." And everybody started laughing, and I couldn't figure out why.
Yeah.
I was 18. I was like, "It's a buggy. I don't understand."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, it's a shopping cart." I was like, "Who calls it a shopping cart?"
What a narc thing to call that.
Like, where are you from, sir?
Square.
Russia? Like, I don't.
Were you private schooled, homeschooled, something like that? Using shopping cart?
What are them communist
Yeah.
contraptions?
Whatever it is, it ain't Christian. I know that.
All right, so mine's from Macbeth. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't purposely pick Macbeth. I was scrolling through monologues until I found a short one.
Oh.
But this one turned out to be all right. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his ire upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Good job, Reef.
Sound and Fury is an excellent record.
Thank you. Thank you. I live here, so I'm here forever.
Sturgill Simpson Sound and Fury. Stream it everywhere you stream music.
All right. Well, honestly, I didn't think we'd get through all that material that fast.
I think we should make Shakespeare a reoccurring segment.
That was actually pretty fun, especially watching y'all stumble through it.
Well, yeah, we had to.
Okay, correction. I'm watching David stumble through it.
We had to pass the phone back and forth. That's not. Neither one of us prepared for that.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know you didn't prepare for it. You were saying your lines before you got the phone back.
You read it on the toilet before you came in here.
I did several times.
Yeah.
So I forgot the shampoo bottle. I only had this.
I'm just waiting on Jeopardy again.
Got stuck reading Shakespeare.
I want Jeopardy to reaccur.
Yeah.
Don't let Holland fool you. He sends us videos all the time of him memorizing poetry and stuff on his road trips.
Well, it's a
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying.
Constructive use of time,
It's the opposite. I do not do constructive use of time then.
You memorize poetry when you're on your road trips?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. I'll pick a poem, try to learn it by the end of the trip,
He does. And he usually does learn it.
I got nothing. I got nothing. Me speechless is something, and I got nothing.
Not to let him steal all thunder, I read Theodore Roosevelt quotes when I poop, so.
Give us one.
Do not hit a man if you can avoid it, but if you must, put him to sleep.
I'm impressed. I really thought if I put you on the spot, you wouldn't think of one.
no, he's
I
chock
thought it
full
was
of
total
great ones.
bullcrap, but
I purposely picked an easily quotable person because I figured you'd ask me one.
Fair enough.
I did buy a little hardback book of just Roosevelt quotes that I read on the poop.
It's not surprising to me.
Pretty cool.
At all not surprising to me.
I mean, I guess it beats the shampoo bottle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets boring after a while.
I get lost. The shampoo bottle, the plot's a little.
Yeah.
Can't keep up.
The pacing's weird.
Yeah. My least favorite character
Pacing?
is
What?
The pacing of the story.
Blue Dye number 2. I wish they'd kill him off. He's my least favorite.
What a jerk.
Absolute jerk. But I feel like he represents democracy in its current state, and I get why he's in there, but I hope they cut it from the show.
Okay. You regret coming here yet?
No, not yet.
We still got about 20 minutes to give it time.
I got a question. Do you have access to government watch lists? I'd like to see which ones I'm on. I've been curious. I want to know for sure. Yeah, cool.
I checked before I got here.
Appreciate that.
Actually, I ran all three of y'all in the before I got here, but that's beside the point.
Don't go to Tijuana, by the way. They're still looking for you.
What
The last time you were in Japan, David?
No comment.
I probably wouldn't go back, dog.
Yeah.
I told him that's why at work, we both work at the same place. He's never been. I've been 3 times, and they always say, not David. Send anybody, not David.
I would not think the Yakuza would be a people that hold a grudge, but
Oh, they hold a grudge, all right.
yeah.
You think they did? You think they did something really crazy over there? But all I know is I can't work out anywhere because I got tattoos. So
They told me it was a party. I checked. I was like, "What's the vibe?" They said party. That's on them.
they said, "What's the vibe?" I said, "I just want to party."
I thought I was respecting their culture, showing up dressed like a geisha.
Not where I thought that was going.
Hey, a little off subject, but on that tangent.
The geisha tangent.
Well, the celebrating a culture by dressing up.
As a geisha.
Have you seen the video of this? It's this guy. He's dressed up in like a sombrero and a traditional.
I don't like where this is going.
Like a traditional Mexican outfit, like a.
You got specific. That's racist now.
Well, no, I mean it's what it is. It's like he's dressed like he's in a mariachi band,
That's Chet.
and he's going around and he's asking people what they think about his outfit, and he's like on this college campus, and literally everybody that he asks is offended by it, until he goes and talks to a bunch of Mexican people, and
Also known as Hispanics.
every one of them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm being specific because it was a outfit from Mexico, and he's talking to
How do you know?
people from.
Are you sure they were all Mexicans? Because they're like they come in different heights, but they kind of look the same. Like there's
No, yeah,
there's like a whole like subtropic region
no.
they could be from.
He asked one Honduran, but that was it. But they all were like, "Yeah, we like your outfit. We love it." You know, and he was like, "Well, this isn't offensive to you at all." And he was like, "Why would it be offensive that you're, well, you know, you're participating in our, you know?" And it was funny, but all the white women though were all mad at him. You know?
Usually it's
Oh, that's like one of my favorite pictures I saw on the internet was a picture of this family flipping off Mount Rushmore, and everyone kept calling them Mexicans, and someone said, they're American Indians. Like, or Native Americans.
natives.
Yeah, they're Native Americans. I was like,
Indians is problematic. You're double canceled.
Yeah, they kind of have a legit reason.
That's what I said.
Mountain Rushmore.
You know,
Don't be sore
Maybe a little
losers.
reason.
Yeah, nobody likes a sore loser.
But I'm
Too soon.
yeah, too soon.
I don't think it's too soon. We haven't made it big yet, so we can't technically get canceled. I don't know. I don't want to find out either, but
Look, you guys just let it fly
if you get
fast and
blankets in the
loose.
mail, I wouldn't open them or use them though.
it's a good pointer.
I'll probably be the first one canceled. So yeah, you just pile it on me and like flush me,
all
and you guys will
David.
be okay eventually. You guys can move past it.
We'll survive.
Yeah.
Dave will be caught in the fallout. but
Yeah. It happens. That's showbiz, dog.
That's showbiz. Holland, you got an ad before we jump into it? Because we have really not talked about Brian
What
at
do you
all.
think?
Yeah, we haven't talked about our guest any.
That's fine. I'm good with whatever.
That's fine. We don't have to talk about me.
Yeah, we're good. You gotta talk about me.
You know, David was wanting to know if we had a something that helped with focus.
Yes.
I've got the answer.
Hold on. You're up.
NutriFit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, I wasn't focused.
yeah. You can elevate your workouts to the next level with NutriFit's cutting-edge pre-workout supplements.
How sharp?
Ignite your energy,
Childproof.
focus, and endurance, and then push through every rep with confidence. Experience the NutriFit difference and dominate your training sessions like never before. Go to NutriFit.com and use promo code CalebCDay for a discount.
What's that promo code?
CalebCDay.
What's that promo code?
Was your mic off?
Yeah.
I put him in timeout because he kept messing with stuff.
It kept falling.
See, if you had NutriFit's pre-workout there,
I probably could've got it
focus
the first
would be
time, yeah.
Laser edge.
What's the edge of a laser look like? Now I'm curious.
Very, very, very.
Like that Pink Floyd album, Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh yeah.
What kind of laser?
Yeah, what class of laser are we talking here, buddy?
I don't know enough about lasers to answer that.
Like one that you like chase the cat with, or
Yeah.
one that you can pop a balloon with.
Both hurt your eyes.
I want to.
I feel like you want to have some skin in the game. You use the same for both too.
Cat's got to be tough.
yeah. Well, your
You gotta be
texted
dumb.
me
You gotta be
cats.
tough.
That was a great ad, Holland.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
calm down.
Sorry.
I was talking about the crowd.
So, anyways, buddy, what's your sign?
There it is.
What's my sign?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's Capricorn. I don't know.
Oh, you're such a
I'm
Capricorn,
waiting on
dude.
someone for you to ask that question, and they just flip you off. Like that's
Such a Capricorn. That would be a Sagittarius for sure. I'd call it. I'd be like, oh, it's a Sag, dog.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Sorry, I'm a little late.